Hello beautiful friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing something kind of interesting. I ended up grabbing a few more sweet potato slips over at the garden center where I work, but this variety of sweet potato is a little bit different. So it is a little bit more compact, a little bit more container friendly. So what we are going to be doing is we are actually going to be planting these sweet potato slips in the bottom of our Greenstalk grow towers. So I'm going to take you along for that planting so that hopefully it gives you an idea of what you can grow vertically and in a small space, of course. So let's go on ahead and get this video going. As you can see, I have some empty pockets here on the bottom of my Greenstalk grow tower. Now I am going to go on ahead, I'm going to add a little bit of a Spoma biotone into each of these pockets. Now I am going to be planting every other pocket, so I'm not technically going to be planting in this one, but I wanted to go ahead and put some nutrients in this pocket because honestly, sweet potatoes, potatoes, they're all pretty heavy feeders. And this is what they look like, give you an idea. Okay, so all we're going to do is we're going to cover up the roots. So I'm just going to make a little divot and I'm going to kind of angle it towards the back so that it's going to end up putting the sweet potato more into the back region of the grow tower here, because it doesn't need to be up here in the pocket. It'll give it more space and hopefully allow it to develop out a little bit better and to be able to size up that sweet potato. So that's basically all there is to it. Like I said, I'm gonna go every other one. So and then I'm just topping off the pocket, of course, with some fresh soil. And that's all there is to it. So now we just have to repeat that with the rest of these guys here. Guys, so it is literally that simple. We have these green stalks planted out. Let me turn you can see right there. Now I did go on ahead and take the risk and I came up to the third from the bottom, and you will notice that this is the original deep cup. This is not the leaf planter, because honestly the sweet potatoes obviously form their sweet potatoes below the ground. So it's not just about the plant coming out, but we're trying to make sure that there's enough depth and space in the container that you are planting these guys in, to basically allow it to fully size up, because obviously the smaller the spatial area inside, the smaller your sweet potato is going to be. Now granted, I do have some flowers that you can see interplanted, but for the most part they're not deep rooted, and I tried to keep them near things that weren't going to be deeply rooted so that they can form up their sweet potatoes to their traditional sizes. And then obviously I did every other cup. So literally it is that simple. Obviously don't forget to feed them. Make sure that you are adding fertilizer into your Greenstalk grow towers, because that is the number one thing about growing in containers, is that the need for nutrients tends to be a little bit higher. So I will definitely be adding in worm castings at least every other week to make sure that they have all the nutrients that they need to be able to form those nice, yummy sweet potatoes this season. And I'll be excited to take you along and show you the growth process of that, because we also put sweet potatoes in our raised beds here, and they're going to be going up our arch trellises. So it'll be very interesting to see which one is maybe going to be the most productive overall, and to see how good of a harvest we can get in a very, very limited space. So once again, we kind of have this kind of theme going of dwarf or container projects for growing food in small spaces. But that's all I've got for you on this video. Obviously, I'll take you along throughout the season to see how that grows. I'm going to put the link to the video on the sweet potatoes that I put in the raised beds this year, so that you can learn a little bit more about growing sweet potatoes where you are. And don't forget to check out my link down below, where you can book a one-on-one garden coaching call where we customize the experience to you and your growing situation. So we will cover whatever you need covered in order for you to grow successfully right where you are. And as always, guys, keep it simple, natural, and essential. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.